almost there. You know, right? 3 minutes till start. Seconds. Here we go. A WrestleMania of 2 nights. Night 1 and night 2. But not just only at WrestleMania, because we've been doing the 2-night WrestleMania since COVID, since WrestleMania 36. But that ain't what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is a difference in night 1 and night 2. Usually, night 1 has been the night that has been stealing the weekend, right? But we can't say that about this year, because night 1 actually was the reverse, because there were people that talk about it. This may be one of the worst WrestleManias because it's here in Philly. You know, because the fans were dead. Well, I have to say, they flipped the script come night 2. Okay? Because not only we had one of the most overbooked WrestleMania main events in history, and I loved every second of it. I'm not apologizing for shit. I enjoyed every second of the main event that we got on night 2. Hell, I enjoyed what we got on night 1 as well. But listen, there were things in play that did not make night 1 as great as it could have been to make this the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And the thing was, so since I'm here in Philly, the whole Nerd Coalition team, a good majority of them, me, Q-Flow, Lady Sketch, Quattro, JD Moxley, Chubbs, we was all down there at WrestleMania on night 1. We was down there. And we was freezing our ass off because by the main event, it was almost 40 degrees with the wind chill. You know, like the wind chill, like -17. Like it was crazy. It was cold. And guess what? And we all went on night one. And of course, come night two, the sun is shining. You know, it's 60 degrees compared to when we got there. It was 49 degrees. It just keep getting colder. It started at 61. The sun was shining. Light wind. And the crowd was more lively tonight than they were on Saturday night. Well, we're going to talk about it here because right now I'm going to give y'all guys the complete WrestleMania review. Night 1 and night 2. I'm not doing 2 separate live streams. I'm not doing 2 separate reviews because right now, all the action that happened, tonight with Cody finally finishing the fucking story. With him getting the whole WrestleMania 10 main event. And for those who remember WrestleMania 10 when Bret Hart won, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what Cody got tonight. And with all the overbooked mayhem and still a good card. I mean to the point that Triple H made sure that we didn't get WrestleMania Saturday. He put his ass in this card. He even made that damn Street Profits match look good. Or fun, I should put it to say it for you guys like that. So we got a lot to talk about here, and we're going to talk about a little bit of our experience in here. So I had to get that intro going on. So right now, on the live, latest sketch may come in a little bit later. Prime time may come in a little later, but right now, it's me, Mr. A&D, and also join me, the man, the myth, the reality, the revolutionary, Freshman Flo.
We here, man. The story is over.
It's finally done. They wrapped it up. Uh-oh.
This was an exciting weekend, man. And you know what? It's time to bring order back into the bloodline.
Order.
We need to bring order back, man.
Man, it's time for
Usos need to make up. They brothers. They got to make up.
Oh, so you talking about Yeet versus no Yeet?
Yeah, man. It's time to start making amends, man.
Man, I don't know why they didn't do that fucking spot during their match opposed to doing it right now. Would have made that joke more exciting. But,
you ain't wrong.
Yeah, but we got a lot to talk about. So, kicking it off right now, what we're going to talk about. We're going to go into night 1. Give our review of night 1. Talk about how you felt about night 1. They're definitely going back to what y'all want to talk about also night 2. Which happened tonight. We got to see some returns and just some overbooked mayhem in the main event. And still a good solid card on night 2. Can't forget about that. So we're going to go right up into this and talk about, and also since we went there, y'all said I got the WrestleMania hat on right now, the Scully on right now. Since we went down there, we're going to talk about our experience down there, man. Because it was great. Cold, but great. So, start off with WrestleMania Night 1. Me, Q-Flow, Lay Sketch, Chubbs, Quattro, JD Moxley. We all made our way down Lincoln Financial Field. Now, for those who don't live in Philly, are probably, because we met a lot of y'all down there. And so, when it comes to like taking the train or driving, some of that, it was crap. No matter what you were doing, we had everybody come from over the world. 65 countries coming right here to Philly to witness WrestleMania, and we met a lot of people that weren't even from Philly, slightly getting lost a little bit. So it was crowded no matter what we did. So we decided, me, Q-Flow, and Lady Sketch, that we were going to take the train down there. So like I said, we Philly natives here, so we were going to catch the sub down there. Boy, we was packed in there like sardines. Packed. Because once we got to City Hall, everybody flooded on, and we all went down to South Philly. That's where the sports complex is at, and then that's where we got the Lincoln Financial Field. They opened the gates at 4:30. When we got out there, the wind was already blowing. It was cloudy, and I was just like, but I was optimistic, like, hey, it's going to break. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know we was going to get,
so.
Huh?
I said, yeah, we thought so.
Yeah, you thought. They said you thought. We go in there. We go and find our seats now. Q-Flow, JD Moxley, and Quattro, they was all in the 100 section. For those who know Lincoln Financial Field, like you was in, was it section 107, Q Flow?
I was in 107.
107, you and Quattro was in 107. JD Mox was in section 135, so he was still on that level, but he was on the other side.
On the other side.
Yeah, almost on the side of the arena. Where me and Lady Sketcher, we was at the Southwest Terrace. So, for those who don't know what that is or who hasn't been in Lincoln Financial Field, it's kind of like an outdoor box area. Like, for those who know about, like, the club, because our whole floor was like a club box area. Huh?
No, I was saying like the club boxes.
Yeah, exactly. It was a club box area, so there wasn't no like keep going around the arena, walk all the way around and find different stores. They had their set stores and bathrooms on that floor. By the end of the hallway, there was one club area, and the other section was another club area. And I was just like, this is dope. It's just that we just had the outside part of the club area. You know what I'm saying? You could sit there and eat outside. They had tables for you. Our section never was crowded, and it was a comfortable space where we was at. But it was outside, and it was cold. And we sat out there at 5 o'clock. Triple H doesn't do the pre-show matches. And what happened was, we was out there for a long-ass time, listening to that DJ, freezing our ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Freezing our ass off. So, finally, at 7 o'clock, they start up the show. And we get the new opening of WWE Then, Now, Forever Together, already illustrating to you guys that this is a new era. Brought to you by Paul Levesque, Triple H, who, after Coco Jones, by the way, looking good, cold but good, she sung the national anthem, and so you know I stood for that. You know, Coco.
Yeah, we
say what?
We was up for that. I said, yeah, we was up for that.
We did that, and then then Triple H came out, and at this I was like, wait a minute, well, where's my opening pyro? Where's my jets flying over the stadium? Where's that WrestleMania feel at? Because a lot of people had said that they was missing that feel on Saturday. I don't know if y'all agree with that in the chat, or if you agree with that Q Flow, but they say we was missing that WrestleMania feeling.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't think so. But maybe because it's my first one. I don't know.
It's your first one. It's in Philly, so I know you ain't gonna be too harsh on it. But I'm going to speak the truth and speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? The best way I can. So
yeah.
So with that being said, Triple H opened it up and said, "This is a new era." The Triple, this is basically we're done with the old era. This is the new Triple H era. And welcome to WrestleMania. And we kick off with the first matchup, which is for the WWE Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley taking on Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, I seen it live. She had like this. They was going from pages from her new book, and it was like had a little video package. We can see it on the screen, but all that 3D stuff that y'all see at home, because I came back and watched it at the house. We didn't see that. Becky came out, and since she was so far away, I didn't see it because we was there live.
It was far.
Yeah, she had pages like quotes from her book as part of her attire. So I thought that was cool. But it was funny because the person sitting next to me was sitting there saying, "Hey, does Becky look a little slower to you?" And I said, "She kind of does, but I've been giving Becky a hard time anyway because she's fucking Becky Lynch, right?" And I'm just like, well. Come to find out, Becky had 102 fever, like she just had one, and she was fighting strep throat. I said, damn.
That sucks.
That do suck. You don't want to miss Mania at all. I'm just like, well, you don't want to miss that payday. So, she goes out and Rhea Ripley comes out. Then there was this metal band from Philly. Do you remember what the band was, Q-Flow?
I forgot their names.
Well... That's the answers that Rhea came out to, and then we get on with the matchup. I thought the matchup was good. Like I said, I'm not a big Becky Lynch fan, but I do appreciate the work that she does. And Becky Lynch had some good moves. There was one where Becky goes, gives a forearm to Rhea on the outside. She slides out, and then Becky gives, Rhea has Becky on her shoulders, and she smacks her to on the face of the mat. We go back in there. We have a couple good near falls because every time we get a Rhea match, there's going to be a point in the match where Rhea going to sell a good DDT. Now, before I go any further, y'all, I'm not going to go deep into details in night 1 because we got to talk about night 2. We got a whole thing to do. I'm going to give you a little bit of details here, but I'm saying when it comes to the match, because first of all, we was live. I wasn't taking notes. It was too fucking cold to take notes. All right? And even when we had so much stuff left for WrestleMania to do, today I ain't take notes when I watching this more. I've been watching more to get an idea of it. But there was this move that Becky Lynch did that it was trying to get Rhea Ripley in to disarm her, and then Rhea kind of picked her up with her strength, and then Becky still hold her arm, and she tries to kick Rhea. She ducks and catches her into the riptide. I thought that joint was wet out. That was real smooth. She does that. Even Becky takes an electric chair drop on the outside that had to suck. The finish came when Rhea Ripley gives a riptide to Becky into the corner, and then gives her another riptide onto the mat and picks up the win here. I thought it was a decent opening matchup. It wasn't the match of the night for me, but it was a decent opening matchup.
Yeah.
It's like especially seeing that live, so it was good to see that. But how did you feel about that, Q?
Yeah, I thought it was a good matchup. I thought it was solid. I mean, Becky being sick, you got to do with what you got to deal with the cards you were handed. Yeah. So I feel like she handled it like a champ. Really, really solid opening match. I was sitting in the heel section, so everybody was rooting for Rhea Ripley and the
heels. Man, fuck that. Because everybody where I was at, it was all about mommy. There was one little girl was like, "Let's go back here." I was just like, "Girl, you don't know what you're talking about. You was raised wrong." Right. It was all fun, but yeah, we was all team mommy over there. Second matchup was for the tag team championships, the ladder match, which was Judgment Day defending their undisputed tag team championships against A-Town Down Under, the New Day, New Catch Republic, DIY, the Awesome Truth, and I know I'm forgetting one.
You said Awesome Truth. You said DIY. You said Judgment Day.
I'm thinking
Grayson Waller.
Yeah,
Grayson Waller and Theory.
Yeah, I say A-Town Down Under. Okay, I think I may have got them all. I think because I just mentioned Judge. I think I got them all.
Okay.
So this was the ladder match.
Oh, you said New Day, right?
Say what? I did say New Day.
You said New Day?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's everybody.
So this was a standard ladder match for tag team titles, but the difference is they had the Raw titles up there and the SmackDown titles. So the match only wins when both sets of championships have been pulled down. I said, so this is the way we're going to split the titles. So there was one point in the matchup where Tyler Bate
called that. You called that in your in the predictions.
Yeah. And Tyler Bate picks up Finn Balor. Finn Balor has like the ladder in his hand, and he picks up, starts doing the airplane spin, which then Kofi Kingston goes in there and gets clocked. When that happens, and then Tyler Bate, Finn drops the ladder. Tyler Bate picks him up and throws him onto another ladder. So it's immediate chaos in here. We have the ladder bridge set up from the apron to the table, and guys are getting knocked down. There was one point on the outside, the New Catch Republic go up on a ladder. Pete Dunne on one side, Top on the other side. You do a moonsault down on the pile. I'm not a big fan of the pile spot, but when it comes to stuff like this, WrestleMania, sure, bring it on. So I was okay with that. But 7 minutes into the matchup, right? 7 minutes into the matchup, A-Town down. Grayson Waller conquered the ladder and pulled down SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Did not see that. I was like, wait a minute.
I did not see that coming.
I did not. I really did not see that coming. Oh, you know what? I do one thing I do want to mention before I kind of breeze past this match. The thing was during the entrances, right? So what we did not see was because where I was at, I did not know DIY did like a DX tribute. I know they did the moves, but
yeah.
they had Gargano had the Shawn Michaels hat and the Shawn Michaels stuff on. What Shawn had the Triple H stuff on, and when you watch it on TV, they came out to like the whole DX style entrance, which I thought was dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, so you had to go back and watch that on TV to get that because we couldn't get that live. But yeah, so they won the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, they take Grayson Waller and they give him a power bomb to the ladder braces on the outside. They're out now. Well, at least Grayson Waller is. Miz is getting beat up by Judgment Day in the ring, and then all of a sudden, R-Truth is on the apron going for a tag. We knew R-Truth was going to do something stupid like this in WrestleMania. And you know what's funny? The crowd ate it up. And the Miz, he goes for the hot tag. R-Truth takes out Damian Priest, gives Finn Balor the whole John Cena treatment, the you can't see me, and does the five knuckle shuffle, and then does the attitude adjustment to Finn Balor on a ladder. And he goes for the pin and thinks he won, and Miz says, no, you got to climb the ladder. I was like, I knew he was going to get some of them kind of R-Truth shenanigans at first. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, okay, well. So that's what happened. And he tried to go for a ladder, but then it's necessarily too late. Also during the matchup, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate set up a ladder in the ring, and they have it bridged between the ladder and the ropes. And then DIY pulls out some tables. They got R-Truth sets up a table by the announce table, and then they set up the DIY sets up two tables on the side of the ring, right there where the hard camera is at on the opposite side. So all the people that you can see on TV, that's where you set up the tables at. So I already knew if DIY sets up a table, they're gonna come back to that table spot. So as the fight's going on, like I said, I know I'm missing some critical spots, but like I said, I'm trying to breeze through this part so we can get to night 2 also, because it was just today.
It's a lot of wrestling.
But I'm here for it. JD McDonough, right, he makes his way out because there's nobody, first of all, Kofi and Xavier, they come in and Kofi gives Gargano a trouble in paradise. Knocks him down, and they put Ciampa on the bridge of the ladder, and then Xavier was his elbow, so, his walking elbow bouncing the ropes to Ciampa on the ladder. There even is one point where R-Truth and Miz and Ciampa and DIY is like, hey, you grab them titles, I grab these titles, and everything can be happy. It doesn't work out like that. So after everybody's getting taken out, JD McDonough makes his way out and knocks R-Truth off the ladder, because everybody was pulling for R-Truth. Knocks him off the ladder, gives him his little pulling up side suplex. He tells Finn to go up there. Meanwhile, on the apron, this move was sick. Gargano he does a slingshot DDT that I seen him do, but he does it to the outside to Pete Dunne through the table. Takes them out. That thing was awesome. As well as on the top, Ciampa has Tyler Bate in an air raid crash and dives from the top and brings down with an air raid crash. I said, that's insane. That's insane. So we was getting some insane spots like that. But now we go to JD Dunne. He's trying to get Finn Balor to go up there. With the New Day, push JD Dunne off the ladder. He falls to the outside through them two tables they set up by the ringside area. And then the New Day try to climb. Kofi does a trust fall to knock everybody down the back. That doesn't get there. But then Damian Priest starts going mad and taking everybody out. Miz tries to climb. Damian Priest tosses him off. Miz takes a chokestand wrong. But then he takes it wrong. The ladder's bent, but then he tries to get another ladder. But then R-Truth comes back in. And he gives Damian Priest a attitude adjustment over the top rope. Climbs the ladder. Almost falls off. And grabs the belts. The crowd goes crazy for it. Crowd goes crazy. I was so happy to see R-Truth win that matchup and have him and the Miz had a moment. R-Truth been here for a long time. He finally had his WrestleMania moment.
I'm proud of R-Truth, man. He made the match entertaining, and we was rooting for him to get them belts too, man. So it worked.
Exactly.
It worked.
They ain't gonna hold him for long, but I'm glad he got his WrestleMania moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The next match was a match that I didn't see it live because that's when I hate to say I went to the bathroom break here, but me, Q Flow, and Ladies Catch, we all met up to go try to get something neat because it was Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio taking on Mysterio and Andrade. Dragon Lee got taken out. Andrade took his place, but the match had no heat. It was just thrown together. There was no build. The only heat the little bit of heat that he had was Mysterio and Santos, which cooled down. So this match was just there. So I left. I watched it back this morning, and it wasn't really nothing special other than the slingshot bounce that Cruz del Toro took. But then at the end, though, there are these two masked luchadors that come out and attack Dominic, and Mysterio gets the 619 and splashes Santos. And you're like, who's these luchadors? And we take it off. It's Jason Kelsey and who's the other guy from the Eagles?
Lane Johnson.
Yeah, was there. And I was just like, yo, for Philly, for us in the building, that was cool. But when I was seeing other reviewers and people who not from Philly, they hated that. And like, who gives a shit? Like, what the fuck is this for? I was like, y'all, it's Kelsey. He just retired. We love Kelsey here,
yeah,
so
we're in Philly. Like,
we're gonna get some of that Philly magic. So, like I said, it was a treat just for us. That's what it's for. But here comes the most disappointing because we made sure. Because I see JD Moxley was saying also in the chat that him and his wife left during that Santos match. We got back though for the Uso versus Uso match. Jimmy versus Jay. Yeet versus no Yeet. Right? Great story package. Great story package. Then I knew this was going to happen. Samantha Irvin announces the greatest rapper in the world. I don't care if I'm getting heat. I don't care. I'm not a Weezy fan. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
I mean, he's not the greatest.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm sorry. I don't like his. There's nothing I like about fucking Weezy. I just don't like him. Okay, I'm not a fan of him. And I know people that be swearing up and down by the Carter. I don't care. I do not care about that insect. I don't care. I know people out there is going to.
Y'all wasn't outside, man.
Yeah, so screw that. But he came out there to get the crowd jumping, and he sung Jay Uso to the ring. What part of that song that he did? Because once again,
he did the beginning. He did the beginning of a Millie, and then they just played Jay's song.
That's what it was. So when Jay and them got out there, Jay got the crowd rolling because the wind picked up after the R-Truth match.
Yep.
So people was already in there cold, but then when Jay got out there, he was getting everybody hyped. He had everybody doing the up and down stuff like that, and no matter where we was at, everybody was doing it, rocking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife got too cold. She had to go. She heard because the guy next to us had Dunkin' Donuts, and then she was like, "I gotta find it." So Jay got everybody hyped. Then Jimmy comes out. And I was like, okay, these guys, the Usos, have almost had excellent matches over and over again. But this wasn't it, y'all. I'm sorry. This wasn't it. This match sucked. This match sucked. And I was like, I'm not. We can't get Brett and Owen. I know that. And sometimes even Matt and Jeff was a little underwhelming because it was a series of match. But this right here, I was expecting them to do better. I was expecting them to land 18 fucking super. I hate that spot. Like we're gonna see who can do the best super kick, who can last because we brothers. Man, fuck that. Have a good match. That match sucked. There was no drama in it, and then they tried to tell this little weekend story. And oh my god, I hate the whole thing. Like every time it's a relative or a best friend or a family member, and they getting their ass kicked too much, and next thing like, hey man, I'm sorry. Look, forgive me, man. And Jay, you falling for that shit? Like, come on, man, slap the shit out of Jimmy. Like that's the aggression. It started off aggressive, then it slowed down to a snail's pace. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. I'm actually a lot of people in the chat is agreeing with me, and they can disagree with me. It all depends how you feel about it. But that shit sucked. And the finish just came out of nowhere. I was like, yo, Jimmy ain't getting no offense. First of all, Jimmy, here's my thing about it. Real quick, I gotta go on this. Jimmy's a tag team wrestler. Mm-hmm. I think when he was fucking up and getting drunk and do all that stuff, Jay had to go out on his own. Jay had to learn how to do this shit on his own. And Jay has developed into a good singles wrestler. He can have a good, entertaining singles matches. Can we agree on that? Jimmy had an opportunity to do that. When he came back, he goes back into a tag team in the Bloodline. Then even when he leaves Jay and goes back into the Bloodline again, he's teaming with Solo. He's never had that chance to like spread his wings as a singles guy. So he doesn't really, I don't think he really knows how to conduct singles matches because that shit was boring. And it hurt me because that was one of the matches I was looking forward to the most. They had a damn good storyline. I was all sitting there doing the back-to-back, I'm not my brother's keeper. You know, I was all for that shit. So it just sucked. I be trying to be polite about it, like, man, maybe it needed this and needed that. I'm like, no, the shit just sucked. And it let me down. And Jey Uso wins the matchup with another super kick and a Uso splash. Then we go to the next match. The League of Extraordinary Sisters.
Oh yeah.
Taking on Damage Control. Let me tell you something. This was it was all about the big three, as they call themselves. Even though I call them the League of Extraordinary Sisters, it was all about the big three, right? And because to be honest with you, the match was really nothing. The match only was leading to one thing: tagging Jay Cargill. That was it. However, when the match, because they only got about 10 minutes to do anything, but Damage Control had a decent interest. But once again, this match was just thrown together. It wasn't built up. It had no heat behind it. Do I love seeing my sisters tag team and make this fucking super ultimate team? Absolutely. But it had no heat to it. Y'all put Bianca Belair in a nothing match this year only because her original opponent got injured. She was supposed to go against Charlotte, which would have been an awesome ass match. But we had to deal with this. I'm not complaining I got the super team, but I'm just saying that, you know, it had no heat behind it. So in the match, Naomi takes the heat most of the ways, and then Bianca has to, because I'm sorry, the match was dead in the beginning. It was dead. Naomi had taken Bianca. Bianca got the crowd going again because people just love Bianca. My neighbors, they were sitting next to me talking about something. Yo, I just love Bianca. Because Bianca's fucking good at what she does. And she goes in there and starts taking care of business, doing the press slams and the moonsaults and stuff. And then we're building up to it. And you know what we're building up to when we tag in Jade. By the way, Jade got a haircut now. Looks good with that damn short hair.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, I was wondering what if you agree with it or not. Yeah, she looked good with that short hair, bro.
With her knee long. I see her.
So I didn't even think about that. When Jay got in there, she started cleaning the house, and she just tossed Dakota Kai like she was a sack of potatoes. Gives her like a little Michinoku driver before Damage Control breaks it up. When we got to the finish part, right? This was where things, because I went back and watched it on TV because I didn't see what happened when I was there. Apparently, when Kyrie was holding Bianca, Asuka hit her with the blue mist. The fans didn't even react to that.
I didn't. I thought she was about to hit her with the blue mist and she held back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see it either. So. Yeah.
So I was just like, what the fuck happened? And then even when Bianca hit Asuka with the whip, let me tell you something. For my section, we didn't hear the whip. When I watched that shit back on Peacock the next morning, I stood up out my chair, asked my wife. I was like, woo! I heard that, like all on the show. Now, you know, Bianca be whipping people with that whip, right?
Now, from on my end, I heard that whip. Mm-hmm. I heard that whip from my seat.
Did they react to it?
My whole row reacted.
Okay,
yup, we all reacted. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, because my area, I was like, why don't I hear this? You know? So, but yeah, it was loud. It was loud. Okay. Jade hits Dakota with her Jada finisher, There's a little taunt, yum yum, and they win the matchup. So it was no heat behind it. It was all about seeing them, beautiful black sisters come out there and do their thing. I'm gonna get them when they bring out the WrestleMania plaques. I'm getting it. Just letting you know that right now. Along with the Cody one. Just saying. So, thank you, JD Moxley, for saying that. He said, I heard the whiff from my section. I was like, man, because, whoo! Every time Bianca be hitting the whip, just leaving whelps on the body, right? So, in the meantime, this thing is like dragging. I was like, fool, them past 3 matches, I was like, yo, and it's getting colder. So now we getting irritated. My wife come back and said they wasn't serving coffee, they only serve hot chocolate, so that made her more pissed. And I was like, I'm really getting kind of uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's getting cold, and the thing's kind of dragging. And I'm like, come on, y'all, it's Philly, it's WrestleMania, my first one. Let's pick this thing up. Thank you, Sammy. You answered my call. We get Sami Zayn coming out for the Intercontinental Championship match against Gunther. This, in my personal opinion, for night 1, wrestling-wise, this was the match of the night. Wrestling-wise. And they gave Sammy the whole Rocky feel. He's in the back with his family. Adrian! It's really not Adrian, but his wife, his kid, stuff. And he kisses his kid and everything. And he goes through the tunnel as he's going. And the one that he runs right into is KO. And KO, he hugs him and he says, yo, go out there and do it. And Sammy goes out there. We get the music going. Everybody's hyped for Sammy, especially in my row. We had about 2 Gunther marks in there. They was like, yo, fuck Sammy. It's a wrap. We want Gunther to destroy this dude. No problem. No problem at all. This matchup was in my opinion, wrestling-wise, the match tonight. Because Gunther, it was just the whole same Rocky Underdog story of Gunther just beating down Sami Zayn in front of his wife. And Sami Zayn trying to find ways to beat Gunther. He had like a couple of close near falls where, especially when Gunther hit his own haluva kick on Sami Zayn, and then he tries to run back and do it again. Sami runs up on him and hits him a haluva kick for a close near fall. When Gunther hits his power bomb and tries to stack him, I was like, it's over. But no, Sami kicks out. Then he does it like twice, and Sami still kicks out. So then Gunther goes to the top rope to do his splashes. He does 2 of them. And then, after the second one, Sami starts like flailing like Devon Dudley or something like that. Just to keep hitting the mat, and he's feeling it. Gunther's on top rope for the third one. Sami runs and gets him a haluva kick on top rope. Then Sami pulls out some El Generico shit for anybody who used to watch Sami Zayn as El Generico. Because I only do this move on 2K. I only do this move on 2K. Even when I do my rise and my crowd, I'm like, hey, yo, I gotta have that top rope brain buster. Because I don't see that shit on my wrestling screen.
Right.
He has Scooter up on top rope. He picks him up like he about to go for a superplex and drops him on his head and shoulders on the top turnbuckle. Insane.
The brain buster.
The brain buster on the top turnbuckle. Then gives him an haluva kick and just falls on him. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn snaps the 666-day reign of Gunther. That was shit. That was amazing, man. How did you feel about that one, kid?
Man, my heart is broken. Man, the Ring General. He made that title powerful, and it's gone. You don't have it anymore. Plus, I'm part of the it should have been Gable's moment crowd, but it ain't that deep though, and it was match of the night 1, so I'm definitely not mad. They put on a hell of a match.
They did,
and it was fun to watch.
Also, I want to respond because JD Moxley put a comment in here, which actually, excuse me, he put a comment here that I agree with so much. Because here's the thing: when we went out in the line to go get stuff, I asked this one question, and if anybody that was in Philly at that time and went to the show, answer this question for me: why wasn't the show on the screens? Every basketball game I have gone to, or every event that we have went to, in like Wells Fargo, they all when you go out there and get sex, they always had the stuff playing on the screen. We had like 50, 60 screens up on our floor, and all of them just had the WrestleMania thumbnail. Why did it play stuff when we was out there in the hallway? I never understood that. And I said, maybe it's like, I don't know. And like, my wife had pointed out like it could have been some AV problems, something like that. I said it could have been, but it was just fucking up. Because remember, Newcastle Public was Awesome Truth for like 30 seconds, so who knows? Main event for night one time. It's a tag team match, y'all. Tag team match. Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the Final Boss.
The Final Boss.
The Rock. Cody comes out, regular entrance, he comes out, does that. Seth Rollins comes out, big ass flower on his shoulder, has a train a mile long, comes down, everybody singing his song. But let me tell y'all something. Cody was getting booed in Philly. And it wasn't,
at least.
Huh?
Night one at least.
Night one. I'm just saying, but it was like people was just like boo. It wasn't like damn, they just turned on Cody. It was like you could hear the mixture, but you heard it. Then The Rock came out. Rock had an awesome ass entrance, and here's the thing: The Rock's entrance looks better on TV than it does there live.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're working with camera angles and all that.
Huh?
I said, well, yeah, we're working with camera angles.
Damn Skippy. And it's cool with that, but The Rock came out, the Final Boss, had the lightning shooting and everything like that. And, Final Boss engaged. Right? Might be like old Power Ranger Megazords, felt like. The Rock comes out. There's this Brahma bull that's on fire. And I'm telling you right now, The Rock was so happy he got to stay inside that fire, get all that warmth. He came out there with like a little Versace dress and his old school. If y'all remember The Rock back like 99 or 98 when he used to wear, the athletic shirt and the pants, little breakaway pants. That's what he was kind of wearing. I said, I know The Rock ain't gonna wrestle in that shit. He better take all that shit off. Be cold like everybody else. And he comes out with his belt that Muhammad Ali, Lonnie Ali, Muhammad Ali's wife, gave him at the Hall of Fame. Which I can't even hold you. That belt's fire. Like, Q, have you seen the belt?
Yeah, it looks dope.
But you gotta say something, but
no, but bro, that's just a novelty championship title, bro. You not the champ. What are you doing?
That's how. That's how. Did we just have Prime join the live stream?
Intruder alert.
The Final Boss has entered the chat.
Oh, the Final Boss has entered. The Final Boss.
Nah. You don't get no Final Boss. You don't get no Final Boss stamp. You done lied to us about Thunderbolt. You don't get no.
First of all, I did not know that. Okay,
you done lied to us about Thunderbolt Patterson. You don't get no Final Boss stamp.
I didn't lie. The internet lied, and I believed it. That's what that was.
You know what? It sounds about right. Well, since you're here, you right here at the main event. So, The Rock comes out, and The Rock's getting cheered because it's funny because when I was watching back to Peacock, they was just like, "Hey, Philly just loves nostalgia. They just love nostalgia, right?" And I was like, "Well, it's true because we had a lot of Rock people in our section, and we had Cody people in our section as well. There was this one guy on the row behind us who stood up the whole match, was for Cody, scream Cody, all that stuff, all of it. So that was that. But then Roman comes out, and Roman comes out just a regular entrance. I figured he would probably get something more on Sunday, but he had a regular entrance, and I was like, damn, you just had to rock this up, huh? I didn't hear you. Probably you say something.
No, I ain't saying that.
Okay, yeah. And it's just like, well, The Rock upstage his cousin again. But we get in the ring, And we had, you can't have a WrestleMania Rock match recently without that damn stare down. It's like, okay, hey, soak this in. So they had to stare down. The Philly didn't know what the hell they wanted to do. And we started off with Seth and Roman. They do a little tie-up stuff, tease each other wrestling skills, and then all of a sudden, we tag in The Rock. And The Rock sit there, and he, pushes down that walking clown emoji. And then Seth gets back up and gives him a little mat wrestling, pushes him in the back. He's like, okay, I got you. But then, the Rock and Seth do some more sparring, and The Rock knocks Seth down, and he just turns to Cody with the just bring it. The crowd loses their shit, right? Yeah. I was like, oh, The Rock hitting all the old hits. And then, so Cody was going to tag into the matchup. Roman pulls him out because, we ain't going to get out of the way just yet. Now, in the beginning, stuff was going a little bit slower. Then The Rock said, hey, we're going straight into it. Let's take this to the outside. And they took it to the outside. And The Rock said to the ref, hey, I'm your boss. Don't you dare count. So The Rock paired off with Seth Rollins. And Cody paired off with Roman. Cody and Roman fought up by the XL on the stage. And I don't even know if anybody peeped that because I had to go back and watch that on Peacock. And I was like, okay, well, cool. But The Rock and Seth Rollins will start fighting in the crowd, and they go and he hit him with the trash cans. They're all up in the crowd. Then The Rock does his classic water spit. I know y'all know about the water spit they used to do back in the Attitude Era with the bottled water. And it was funny because my wife was just like, hey, yo, it's too cold to be spitting all this water on somebody. And the guy next to her laughed about that because I was like, you know what? In real talk, I know we in the moment here, but don't be spitting no water on me right now when it's like below 40 right now. and I ain't got no damn clothes on. Shit. So they make their way back to the ring, and then we go more for the traditional tag type format. And now I'll make sure I get it right. So then now we finally get Rock and Cody in the ring. And first of all, we go back to Cody and Roman, then we go back to the Rock and Cody, and this match went 45 minutes, by the way. So they did a lot of building in that first 20 minutes before we got to, the whole end game. I've seen some people thought that it could have been possibly boring. But yes, Seth and The Rock was going in the ring, and then Seth hits out of nowhere, hits a curb stomp on The Rock. So The Rock is down. And then so that's where he's going to go tagging Cody. That's where Roman pulls Cody down. And then The Rock, they go fight some more. Now, I don't remember when this spot happened. There was a spot where The Rock, he goes into this, traditional punch somebody in the balls thing. Well, he did it to Seth. And he must have slipped on something. And he crashed and burned right in that middle turnbuckle. And he tried to play it off, but necessarily it didn't work that well. When Cody and The Rock finally get in the ring, and Cody and The Rock start going back and forth at it, when Cody tries to hit the crossroads on The Rock, then that's when Roman hits him with the Superman punch, takes him down. Cody with the kick out. So now they obviously don't give a fuck about no disqualifications because The Rock pulled out the Mama Rose belt, and I'm trying to make sure before I just go rush anything else of what happened next after that. I think we started teasing to the outside because they started clearing off the announce tables, and this is why I pulled my phone out so I can record this scene. Right. Oh, and thank you in the chat for letting me know that Seth Rollins spit the water first. Like I said, I'm gonna need your help because this was yesterday. I was there live, so and a lot of clusterfuck things there. I didn't take my notes like I should have. But there's a part in the match when they clean off the announce table. And The Rock is going to go set up to put Cody through, not able to do the Rock Bottom Classic, stuff like that. Well, then Seth holds on to The Rock's leg and then distracts him long enough for Cody to hit the rock bottom to The Rock through the announce table. So then Cody throws The Rock back in the ring, tries to go and get the pin on The Rock Roman breaks that thing up. There's another point in the matchup where I did like where Cody kicks the Rock in the chest, and then he goes and get the spine buster. The Rock goes about to go for the people's elbow. Cody shoots up and hits him with a Cody cutter, and the Rock finally, kicks out. It became a near fall. One of the spots that I thought was one of the best spots in the matchup was that in the ring, the Rock was holding up Cody, and they was about to fight him holding up, and Roman about to go for the spear. And what I like is Seth Rollins dives, pushes Cody out the way, and The Rock gets hit with the spear. The Rock sold that shit like he got speared by Goldberg, like it was 2003 all over again. And I'm telling y'all right now, I was like, it was great to see The Rock out there just straight selling. And I was like, oh man. And hey, look, whether y'all would admit or not, The Rock looked at 52 years old. The Rock looked good. I was worried. Y'all heard me say I was worried that The Rock was gonna look like trash. Were you impressed with? Was any of y'all impressed with The Rock? Well, you know why I try to clear my throat a little bit.
Nah, I was very impressed with The Rock. Like, I thought it was gonna be like how Stone Cold when he came back. He took some moves, but not that much. But like Rock was like taking the actual moves. Like,
hold on, we're not gonna sleep on the fact that Stone Cold took a suplex on the concrete.
I'm saying Stone Cold took a total of like less than 10 bumps, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And The Rock was like, just like, here, hit me with your finisher, stuff like that. So
yeah.
Rock was actually like taking the moves. He took a Cody cutter, like he was actually doing moves.
Yeah, he was taking the moves.
Yeah.
The Rock does take the belt off, and then he goes and tosses over to Mama Rose, and I was like, and then he goes back so he can hit Cody with the belt, but then Cody knocks it down, and Cody tries to go forward, and then that wasn't working. I forgot when this part happened in the match where Cody hits Roman with a crossroads, and The Rock pulls the referee off. He kind of lost when he was grabbing him, kind of lost him a little bit, and grabs him out. The finish came where we could see it a mile away. Is that after Cody gets the rock bottom and the people's elbow combo after a spear and Superman punch from Roman Reigns. There's no way he can get out of there. And as you predicted going in there, Bloodline rules on Sunday. It's because Roman Reigns and The Rock beat Cody and Seth after the rock bottom and people's elbow. I do forgive me that I did not go into detail in that match like I should have. Like I said, we was there live. I
got a lot of wrestling to get through.
Yeah, but they just that. I was just fucking cold. You know what I'm saying? And I had too much shit to do this morning. But so that's what leads us into tonight, night 2.
Well, hold on. Before we just get off into night 2, man, can I air my grievances out real quick?
Sure, you can.
Can I do that real quick?
Go ahead. Talk to him.
Can I air my grievances out? Can I talk to the people real quick?
Yeah, you should have been said that. Yeah.
Now listen. Y'all know me. The not so honorary Usos, man. I get it. The Usos ain't do a good job. They didn't do. That's cool. That ain't what I'm mad at. What I'm mad at is I couldn't see the damn match. I couldn't see the damn match. All right. Why y'all want to be Negroes and tussle in the middle of a pay-per-view? Like, what are y'all doing?
WrestleMania.
We don't pay at WrestleMania. Y'all wait till WrestleMania to want to act ghetto. Like, bro, y'all had all month to do this. Y'all waited till Mania. It ain't like we got front row seats. We in the back, in the nosebleeds, bro. Y'all want to get security involved and all that. The whole section couldn't see the match, yo. Shout out to section 107. Section 27, you feel me? We couldn't see the match because people want to tussle and fight. Y'all so dumb, bro. Like, y'all get on my nerves, man. So I couldn't even see the match. I'm saying, like, yo, y'all better, the main event coming up, get it together. Get it together. Like, come on, dog. It's my grievances, man.
It's cool because, like I say, hey, when you go to these kind of events, you be praying like, please let me have good neighbors. Please let me have good neighbors, because you could be sitting next to some. I've been to some events. I've been sitting next to some assholes.
Bro, Royal Rumble, I sat next to the greatest of people, man. Whoever y'all were, Royal Rumble 2018, come back, man. Be my neighbors forever, dog. Because I don't like who these folks was, yo. Y'all get on my nerves, dog. We missed the whole match, bro. Security finally cleared out Jey Uso midair, Uso splash 1, 2, 3. I'm like, bro, what the hell happened?
You need to really go back and watch it on Peacock. I'm dead serious with you on that one. You gotta go back and watch that one on Peacock. Yeah, no, it's cool. Like I said, it's good to have good neighbors because ours was excellent people. I had some assholes that I had some passive aggressive people at the Royal Rumble. So I was just like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and try to fit your agenda, but you know what I'm saying. But sure, we'll keep this thing moving. So guys, now that was our night one. Now it's time to get night two. I'm about to switch this whole panel thing over here. It's about to be real ghetto, so I do apologize for that real quick. So hold on, y'all about to see some darkness real quick while I get this together. Yeah, there we go. So it's time to move on to night two. Time to talk about the shit that happened tonight. Ghetto ass transition, but it's all good. We here now. First of all, I woke up this morning, and I think anybody else in the chat who was there can agree. I was kind of pissed because today we was going on to WWE World, and I was just like, yo, the sun is out. We had about an hour of sunlight yesterday on Saturday. The sun was out, not cold, slightly breezy. We go out to WWE World and come back and do all that kind of stuff, and the weather ain't changed. The weather ain't fucking changed. And I'm pretty sure this is the day that you went down there, Prime, isn't it?
No, I did not go down.
This is the day your ass was down there, wasn't it?
You noticed the day Prime came up, man.
What'd you say, Kifa?
I did not.
I said, you noticed the day he came up.
Yeah. I was just like, look, bitch, I gave, hey, yo, for all y'all out there, listen, I gave Prime specific instructions. I said, yo, meet me at Lot J. We going into the West Side entrance, bro. He didn't want to listen.
I was not at Mania.
We didn't count on him coming for night two.
Yeah, you know what, you're right, because we all need to come night one. And of course, his ass gonna fly right in, though. He said, hey, no, in the cloud in the sky. You go sit here and fight the WrestleMania too. He the one who told CM Punk that he heard from his doctor that it was okay to take off his arm brace. Prime gave that news. Yeah, I was not fucking with Prime. So we was out there, and the weather was good. I'm like, now it's 6:30. The weather's still crisp. It's so good outside that now when WrestleMania Night 2 starts, first of all, we had, who are those new black country singers who sung God Bless America?
Sung America, God Bless America.
I don't know. I still don't know how to feel about it though.
Nah, they was singing.
What you mean you don't know how to feel about it? First of all,
they was singing, but I was like,
War and Treaty.
War and Treaty, yeah. Prime, what you talking about? They was putting soul in that.
I know, when they was putting a little too much, I was like, all right.
That was the only way. Listen, I needed all that soul because it was either that or I'm kneeling.
Yeah, I was like, bro, they took us to church on that one. So I was like, hey, he put it so he grabbed the mic and he was just I said, yeah, he's they earned that. I just want to know who made the call. Probably Triple H.
It was cool too because the dude who was singing, his birthday was on Friday.
Oh, word?
So so like to be able to sing at Mania, he was at SmackDown on Friday.
Yeah, he probably be able to
sing at Mania.
So yeah, so you know it's dope stuff. So they sung God Bless America, and then we got Triple H on Saturday, but then we got Stephanie today. Stephanie ain't had no jacket on. She walking out there. I'm like, yo, fuck this, man. Weather out there, I see the sun shining on the seats and stuff like that.
Speaking of that, I hate her new song. Well, it's the same song, but they just remixed the beat. I'm like, okay.
There's a couple new songs I gotta get used to. We're gonna get to that.
Mm-hmm.
So Stephanie goes out.
I'm never getting used to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I know which one, but I'm not getting used to that.
And Stephanie comes out, and the first thing she says was, "Whew, the weather a little bit better than it was yesterday." And I said, "You some had hit with the Thunderbolt Pass. You son of a ooh." But she talked about how nice the weather was, and said that, "Hey, I've been like on every single WrestleMania, and I'm the most proud of this one because it's the first WrestleMania under the Paul Levesque era." Which she basically said, "Fuck you, Dad. It's my husband's turn." That's basically what it was saying. I don't know if y'all got that, but that's basically what it was saying. So, and
I know y'all feel it.
Say what?
I know you feel it.
Oh, well, let me ask you this question: are you ready? No, I can't. I said, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Oh, okay, she hitting it." And welcome to WrestleMania. And then we kick off with the opening matchup is for the WWE World Championship. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre had the bagpipes out there that played the old like Roddy Piper music. It seemed like, and then he had those guys standing over with the swords. When he came out, them guys looked out of sync at the beginning. But was that just me? Or
no, they looked like they was in sync to me.
Oh, because some look like they was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go down or up. Too. What you say, Q4?
No, I thought they were cool too.
Okay, yeah. So as Drew's walking past the swords, they all coming down as he's walking underneath the swords. I thought it was a very cool visual. Then Seth Rollins comes out, and he comes out with the Mummers. So here in Philly, every New Year's we have the Mummers Day Parade. So he has the Mummers that come out.
When I tell you, like, I spent 30 minutes trying to explain the Mummers to people. They like, yo, what the hell is? I'm like, listen, it's a Philly thing, man. Y'all just don't get. They pandering to us right now, man. Y'all just don't get it.
Exactly, right? And
I don't know what a mummer is. I just know the Mummers. All right.
I will say, when they were showing them for a long time, I was like, Seth, either he didn't make his interest that he could be any one of these people, and they gonna, turn to the side or something. He gonna be standing there. Like, I did not know. He could have came from the ground. He could have been there the whole time, just sitting in the crowd, like No Way Jose or whatever.
Shit, like no, whoa, that's a name.
I'm just saying, they all like Seth could have wore any one of these outfits. Is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he blended in. He could have blended in.
He did, and his character fits this kind of outlandish, crazy ass style. So.
Which jacket was better, today or yesterday?
I mean, I like the Mummers fit with the whole with the whole entrance. I think with the style of the jacket though, if I had to pick one, it'll be Saturday.
Okay.
But only because it goes with that entrance. I mean, if he wore like that shit today, I'm like, ugh, no, it needs to. The one was elaborate because the one with the entrance. Ding, ding, ding! Claymore kick. I was like, oh my god, we're doing it. We're doing this.
Well, real fast, before you even get on that, I had a feeling this match was not going to be long because Seth Rollins had on shoes and not boots.
Yeah.
So who are you? The Young Bucks? What you wrestling in sneakers for?
I mean, sneakers. They look more like the Forrest Gump tennis shoes. A little bit because they was like low cut.
Yeah, it was like, I was like, yeah, this gonna be short because he wrestling in his shoes. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm about to say because once again, I know Seth Rollins. He let the thing. I think he has to go and get real surgery and stuff like that. So Claymore kick and Drew McIntyre pins him and Seth kicks out. I was like, yo, I thought he was really about to go there. So
I wouldn't have been surprised.
Say what?
I would not have been surprised though.
Neither have I. But I think we had to get a little bit more because y'all brought CM Punk back on commentary, and so CM Punk was on commentary. And honestly, it ain't like he said too much of anything. I mean, he said some funny things like when the moments were going by. He was like, "I can't shake your hand because my I'm injured," And Drew, like I said, Drew and Seth in the opening had a really good matchup, a couple near falls, and then out of nowhere,
you see what Drew did?
Huh?
Did you see what Drew did?
You talk about the end, or you talk about during the match?
No, he tweeted mid-match.
You talking about when he was tweeting?
Oh yes, I did.
Mid-match is hilarious.
That man is doing the best work of his career because that's after he gave Seth that overhead belly to belly on the outside. He goes to somebody in the crowd. He picks up their phone, which we find out now was like his girlfriend or something like that.
And his wife.
His wife. Okay, and he's tweeting like, "Hey." He said, what was it?
He said work is boring or bored at work. LOL.
He said bored at work. LOL. It's funny though, because I thought he took a selfie or something.
That's genius, bro.
I was say, bro, that because I was funny because people was like, "Yo, Drew just posted." I was like, "Posted what?" And he was like, "Bored at work." I said, "Yo, stop playing." Cause I saw him take the phone. I thought he was taking a selfie or something, just like Prime said, but I did not know he was
Honestly, it would have been even better if he would have put board that way and put a selfie of him and Seth on the floor.
that would have been great. Like I said, Seth does hit a curve stop out of nowhere on Drew, but Drew kicks out. So this match didn't go that long. This match only went like 10 minutes because it was more
if that.
Yeah, this match was like finisher central. When we was on the outside, Drew loses his patience and starts clearing off the announce table. And then Seth attacks him, and then they clear off the space announce table. Then Seth runs across each announce table and gives Drew a curb stop on the announce table. And he goes back in there and goes for the pin. Drew kicks out. Then, out of nowhere, Drew hits another Claymore kick. Seth kicks out. And even he hits a few shock DDT. Seth still kicks out. So Seth is fighting. So then Drew goes for a third Claymore kick. Seth still kicks out. So I thought he was going to go I thought he was going to hit the super finisher or something. But he just in the corner and hits a fourth Claymore kick. And then Seth finally is down and loses the match. Drew McIntyre is your new World Heavyweight Championship. He's your new World Heavyweight Champion. And so when we was in the crib, everybody was like, "Yo, Damian Priest about to come out." I was like, "Yo, Drew fresh right now. He ain't really hurt, so that'd be kind of stupid on his part. So I didn't know what he was going to do, right?" And Seth he about to cry, like, "Hey, man, I tried, but it's Drew's house now." He goes and kisses his wife and everything. And as he about to go to the back, he look over his shoulder, and you know who's there at the commentary table? CM Punk. Drew can't help himself. Drew puts the title on the table and starts seething, going up to CM Punk, and he starts talking to him. And the funny thing, CM Punk was just like, "Hey, I can't hear a word you're saying because I got this headset on. You just sitting there talking to me in the open air. I can't hear the shit you saying." And Drew just keeps taunting CM Punk. He just can't let it go. CM Punk said, "Yo, you know what? Fuck that." Hits him, and now the crowd's he takes off his arm brace and uses his left hand and starts beating Drew McIntyre with his arm brace. And now Drew McIntyre is down, and then we hear it. We hear Senor Money in the Bank's music, and Damian Priest comes down, rushing down, and CM Punk gets out the way. He cashes it in, and then he takes Drew McIntyre to the inside, hits him with the South of Heaven chokeslam, and Damian Priest is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Insane.
As soon as the world was about to give up on him, he said, not tonight. Good job, Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I knew he had to cash it in soon. And I was like, I thought they was gonna probably say something for the WrestleMania go home for Raw tomorrow night or tonight. By the time I thought that was what they was going to do, but this was better. I because you never had this on a WrestleMania opening, so I was like, oh, okay. So it looks like we're going to get at Backlash France, McIntyre and Priest for the championship. That's what I would think, right?
When?
At Backlash France.
I wouldn't do that because Drew's too. Even though you did have him just pin Drew, I wouldn't have Drew just be losing to Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, though.
Maybe, yeah. Next matchup. It's a Philadelphia street fight between Bobby Lashley, between the Pride and the Final Testament. Let me just get this off my chest right now. I didn't care about this match. This match has no heat to it. I'm glad Bobby Lashley got a WrestleMania match. That's all I cared for. And I was like, just go ahead and do, some weak ass table spot and just call it a day, or hit him with
Speaking of weak table spots.
Oh yeah, but I have to say this. They shocked me. Triple H said, "This is night 2. Go out there and try to make this fun." And he did that because they had a special guest commentator. It's Snoop Dogg. Snoop is back. No Shane, just Snoop. And Snoop was on commentary. And then they appointed a special guest referee for this matchup. Bubba Ray Dudley. Didn't see that coming. And of course he got a pop because we in Philly. It's ECW. So then the Final Testament come out with Scarlett, and then the Pride come out with B-Fab, and they do the stand down, and then they go off for the matches. And it was a car crash. It was everything it just needed to be. It's supposed to be a 5-star match. I just wanted to see them beat the shit out of each other, which they did. And they go for the kendo sticks early, and they just start like beating the shit out of Bobby with the kendo sticks and the Street Profits.
No, that one when it was just a dump through and Bobby, I was like, this is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, they beat them till the kendo sticks broke.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because Tsuno commentators is making me laugh all the time, but he was hilarious, saying, "Hey yo, Bobby got too much muscle to not be here." He's like, "Oh, they beating him! Oh, they beating him!" And he's like, "Oh Lord, they about to set up Grandma's table." So, Snoop Dogg was hilarious.
And then,
what was you about to say, Brian?
And I said, then the table broke. That's crazy.
Oh, so yeah, they were going to go and before the table comes out, the Final Testament start. They have the advantage, and they are doing the AOP's doing their stupid ass double powerbomb to the back and then powerbomb to the Street Profits. And Karrion Kross is sitting there, Saito suplex to Bobby Lashley, and he wants Bubba Ray to count faster. So he pushes Bubba Ray, and Bubba Ray takes out them taped Dudley Boy glasses. And so you already know what it's about. So Bobby starts getting upper hand on Kross. He hits him with a spear, and then I knew what was coming. He pushes Bobby. Bobby pushes Montez. Tez pushes Dawkins. 1, 2, 3. Get the tables. So they went out and got some tables. Now they went and got this. They went and got this table, and I see it the first time when I first saw it that the table leg wasn't fully all the way out. So they did that, and they put Karrion Kross on the table, and the table just fell and broke. They botched the table spot, and Philly lost it because you can't do that to the table in Philly. And Montez like, yo, fuck that. We get another table. Which also, by the way, Montez did a crazy leap over the turnbuckle today, and he almost flew into the crowd of how far he got. I know y'all seen that.
Yeah.
My man,
he just be flying too high, man.
He dove and it came out of nowhere, and I was like, "Yo, my man's kneecaps is almost over the barricade into the crowd right now."
Yeah, man, that was insane. Cause like, if he wanted to go further, he could. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly, and that's what I was like. But he was so far in the corner, he almost flew into the crowd. That's insane. But back to the table spot. Monte's like, yo, fuck that. We get another table. He gets another table. He said, start over. This time they definitely set it up the right way. They put Cross on there. Montez high from the heavens fog splash onto Karrion Cross, and they win the matchup. See, and I'm sorry for doing all this because I like to mention that when Bobby Lashley was getting the advantage on Karrion Cross, Scarlett would hit him with a kendo stick, and when same thing with Karrion Cross, B-Fab would hit her also, and they gave them low spots in the matchup also. And then to take both of them out, B-Fab gave a Russian leg sweep to Scarlett, off the ring apron through a table on the outside. So they actually gave the women something to do. B-Fab didn't look that bad. I'll put it that way. She didn't look that bad. I'm just glad she was out there. She was able to get a moment kind of like how Selena Vega was in that tag match with Santos and them. So, but yeah, they won the matchup. I was surprised by this matchup because I was like, it's not a 5-star matchup. It's not a really good match. It's a car crash. I said I wanted to expect to get this fucking rivalry over with, and everybody got a chance to do something, and they gave him a little bit of time, and Bobby got himself a WrestleMania match. So I was cool with that. How about y'all?
Yeah, the match. Oh, go ahead, Prom. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Yeah, the match was it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. They did a good job for the time they had, and they made it entertaining. So
Snoop helped make that entertaining also, but
Snoop. Snoop too. Oh yeah, shout out to Snoop too. Yeah, he definitely made it entertaining too.
Snoop, shit. What I was about to say, Snoop and Bubba, obviously, because it was like, we gonna make sure we get the table spots and stuff like that for you. All right, so go ahead.
No, I was gonna say honestly, the match did surprise me too, and I'm just saying like the way that it was built up and the way that they did, the match was actually better. So I kind of like that they exceeded that because the build up, I didn't care nothing about this match, but the actual match is like, all right, I can take it.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
B-Fab still need work though. I could tell already.
Oh, like I said, she hit the Russian leg sweep. I was like, she just hit it. You know what I'm saying? So she can still obviously use a lot of bit of work. Now we go on to the next matchup, which is L.A. Knight. Yeah. Yo, so let me tell you real quick. Do you know how annoyed my wife was yesterday when we was in our low level and just going to the bathroom? All she kept hearing was yeah, L.A. Knight, yeah. She kept hearing that. She was over it. She'd be so tired of hearing it. Even when we was downstairs in the 100 section, everybody's saying yeah, and I was like, man, I said I don't know if she's gonna be able to hold out, but it was funny to me. It was funny to me. So now we have AJ Styles taking on LA Knight in this grudge match. All right, Prime, you know what I'm about to say. Q-Flow, you know what I'm about to say.
What do you want to say?
AJ Styles got some new music.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, let's get into that.
How do y'all feel about the music, that new music?
I gotta get used to. I gotta hear it a couple more times. I gotta get
WrestleMania. Time for you to debut new music.
Yes, it is. You got a new character.
No, it's not, because first of all, it's the new whoever's, because I know it's not CFO, so whoever's these new music people are, they're not good. This stuff, like, their songs are usually generic. So that was the problem. That was a big problem with the Royal Rumble that a lot of people had. Nobody was getting pops because we don't know who it is, because they got these generic ass video game menu musics. Like, bro, AJ Styles' song is legendary. WrestleMania is not the time to change that. You should have been changed. They should have been changed that song the minute he left. The OC. They should have been changed this song. Y'all waited till Mania, and then people want to get mad, say Philly this, Philly that, and it's like, bro, nobody recognized the song. Granted, we knew who LA Knight was going up against, but you hear a different song, and you know it's WrestleMania, the Super Bowl of wrestling. Anything can happen. So you hear a new song come out of nowhere. It's like, yo, what the heck? Who coming out? And it's like, oh, it's AJ. But it's like, dog, this ain't the time for. No, don't change the song now. You should have been did that. These Def Rebel guys, they're not good, yo. Their music, it sucks.
Yeah, I was like, because, you know, I just like, I just fell in love with AJ's WWE music. Because here's the thing, because I really like Get Ready to Fly in TNA. And when he went to WWE, I was like, okay, I like this beat because AJ likes to have some kind of rap in his songs because he's just a fan of it. So this one has it. I was like, this just don't feel right, you know, to me at least. AJ runs down to the ring and him and LA Knight get this thing started. And this matchup was better than I thought it was going to be. They gave about 12-15 minutes to go in there, and they was taking some spots from each other. I mean, like, to the point where AJ goes over the top rope and LA Knight runs and give him a baseball slide. Like, he's like almost slides AJ's head right into the announce table. He almost, you know, messed something up himself. And so these guys are going back at it. We got a boo yeah, you know, punches. And there's one point where AJ Styles on the top rope, and LA Knight runs up behind him to do his, you know, he does his bounce up there and superplex. He does a reverse German suplex on AJ Styles. This joint was insane. The crowd was going wild for it. On the outside, he takes AJ Styles. He tries to pull up the exposed, you know, Manning. He's going to power drive AJ on there, but he gets a shoulder back toss on it, and that looked like it sucked. AJ brings LA Knight back in to give a springboard for 50, and then AJ gets the knees up. And then LA Knight's about to go for something else, but AJ goes and tries to fight for the phenomenal forearm. And see, AJ does this spot a lot, but it scares the fuck out of me when he lets when somebody does it. He's going for the phenomenal forearm. He bounces on the ropes, and LA Knight just like pushes him. And the way AJ's able to just control himself and fall like on his stomach on the top rope is crazy, because I can just see so many things going wrong when you push somebody that unbalanced with that much force. He falls off there, blunt force trauma. LA Knight wins the matchup. Your opinions on that match? Because I really thought that the match actually did better than expected. And the crowd, being in the LA Knight, was into that shit.
I think they had one of the better matches.
Yeah, I would think so, because like I said, everybody was like, this should have been a street fight. I'm like, if they got the ability to just have a regular match, they get a street fight to Karrion Kross. So I had no problem with that. How about you, Prime? Alright. Maybe Prime has left the chat, but we'll go around. I know it's getting late, y'all, because, you know, me and you, but we had to talk about it, so it's all good. Triple threat match. We're at halfway point. We do see the Hall of Fame and them introducing the Hall of Fame members, because we ain't doing it on Saturday, so we're doing it on Sunday, so I'm cool with that. Then now we got a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul taking on Kevin Owens, taking on Randy Orton. Logan Paul comes out in this Prime Energy cannon. Is that what it was, Q-Flow?
No, it was like a Prime truck with a Prime cannon on top.
Oh, okay. A Prime truck, yeah. And he comes up with this little mascot, and everybody automatically thinks it's KSI, right? Because it was last year at Mania. So we was like, okay, well, he's obviously back, so she had to get beat the shit out of Randy Orton. Got RKO seized by Randy Orton. Kevin Owens comes down, he's walking in the back, and who does he run into? Sami Zayn, like it happened the night before. And he said, hey, he holds the Intercontinental Championship. Hey, now it's your turn. Go get that championship. So Kevin Owens is motivated. He come out there, and his shorts got the whole ECW with the KO kind of branding and lettering, even his Titantron. I thought it was cool. But he says, hold on a minute. He gets out this little, like, drive thing. It's kind of like a golf cart. But
it's a golf cart.
Yeah, but like, red golf cart, and he drives it down. And what I like about it is Randy Orton's music hits, and then Kevin Owens like, "Up, let me go back and get him." And he comes back and goes like, "Hey," he said, "You want to ride? Come on, get a ride." Randy Orton said, "Well, what the hell?" So he rides down with Kevin Owens on the back of the car. I thought it was just like, some cool, stupid wrestling shit. Because at the beginning of the match, they just teaming up on Logan Paul. And Logan Paul's trying to get them to fight. They take, they both take back body drops on both announcers. They try to see who can do it better. Randy Orton, obviously got Logan Paul higher.
Mm-hmm.
So then, when Logan Paul was in the ring, he said he forced them to go in and fight. And then he's like, no, he said, look, we can just take him out and then we can fight later. And then as he's doing that, because they both tried to touch for the pin and they looked at each other. Then Orr tried to go for the RKO, Kevin Owens pushed him off, and then he was just like, all right, bro, you got me. And then Owens just give him a look like, okay, we doing this. So then they start fighting, so that's how we get into it. We get a vintage Randy Orton double DDT to both guys. I like that spot. There was a spot in this matchup where Kevin Owens saved the shit out of Logan Paul. Now, I know, Paul, you know how this move is done. Did Logan slip or did KO slip?
Damn, you know what? I don't remember who slipped.
Because when Logan Paul was up there giving KO 10 punches and tried to go for a superplex, KO grabs him and gave like his little turn in and out slam off the top, and he was going for that, and then somebody, I don't know if Owens slipped or Paul slipped. I think it had to be I just don't know. So it kind of looked like a power slam because he saved him because it could have been bad on his neck. He turned into a power slam, and then instead of doing a little rope trick thing he does on the ropes, he just did a moonsault on the top, and Logan Paul kicks out. Meanwhile, Logan Paul gets the brass knucks. Well, actually, this is right after, I believe, Randy Orton hits Logan Paul with an RKO, and he goes for the pin, and then that blue prime distracts him and pulls him out. And then he pulls back the prime cushion, and guess what? It's not KSI. Who was it? Q? Because I don't know my social media people.
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. Don't know who that guy is, but my son knows, Q-Flow knows. Obviously, it's a social media influencer. Well, Orton said this is Sparta and kicked the shit out of him in that prime costume.
Dog shit out of him.
Yeah, and it goes to the announce table and hits an RKO on him. And it's this is what you trying to go for the punt to Logan Paul. He gets distracted. So then we're back into the ring now, and Kevin Owens, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Kevin Owens tries to go for a pop-up powerbomb, and this is also after KO hits a stunner on Randy Orton and almost gets a near fall by Logan Paul, but that doesn't happen. He goes for the pop-up powerbomb, and Randy Orton turns it into an RKO. That was sick. Logan Paul capitalizes and throws Randy Orton outside the ring and hits a crazy looking, but got some air frog splash onto Kevin Owens and wins the matchup. By the way, the wrestlers were using the matchup. We hit it with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. So,
boy, that timer hitting.
No, it's cool, bro. We are live, so I will make sure I take care of that.
Okay, that's good.
So that was triple threat match. Logan Paul retains his United States Championship. I need your guys' thoughts because I need to give me some water because
Yeah, I got you. Good triple threat match. Boy, when we start talking fantasy draft, these people are killing my points. But besides that, I thought it was a really good. Excuse me. I don't know what that was. I thought it was a really good triple threat match. Again, Logan Paul, you want to hate him, but the man is good.
The man's too damn good.
The man is good.
The man's too damn good.
It's like, damn. Well, yeah.
So, Do you happen to have an opinion on this one? Because with Logan Paul retaining,
I think he might still be on mute.
he may still be okay. Well,
Yeah.
now we're going on to the co-main event, at least for this night, Bayley versus Io Sky. So, before we get up into that matchup, I want to talk about because Q-Flow seen more of that match than I did. So, I have to go get me some water at the moment, guys. So, y'all probably going to see the timer come back up on the live stream real quick, only for about a couple seconds. And I'm going to come right back here and talk about the matchup. I'm losing my voice here. Okay, so I just need, to replenish all this. So just bear with me for a minute. I'll put the live countdown up, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna do. So I'm sorry I do this to you guys, but that's what we're gonna have right now. See? That didn't take too long at all. So, as I said, we're going into the Women's Championship matchup, the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky taking on Bayley. Bayley's first WrestleMania singles match. And I had to look back. I was like, damn, is that true?
That's crazy.
The first singles match for Bayley. She been carrying the purses for the Four Horsewomen all this time, and now, or as everybody says, she was always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Well, we ain't having it. Nah. We ain't having that with Bayley today. So now I was like, this was not an insult to the ladies. I had to go check on something and go to the bathroom at this point, which left Q-Flow in here. So Q-Flow, at the beginning parts of the matchup, could you fill me in what happened? By the way, Bayley has an awesome entrance. She has this like a whole Egyptian style entrance, like she's the queen. They're like bringing her in. I thought it was really dope. I like how Corey Grace explained it, talk about where she's from. Like they got this little Egyptian part. It's clearly out of place. I don't know why it's there, but that's where her inspiration came from. So I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. So and Io had kind of like a little special interest, but it wasn't like Damage Control did the other day. And they kind of came out with her, but I thought we was gonna probably get some shenanigans. No, not today. So, Q-Flow. So can you inform me on the beginning parts of this matchup? Because the part I came down on is when Io about to hit the second or the
when she was about to hit the second moonsault.
Yeah, the second moonsault.
Yeah, there were excuse me. I know we credit Bayley as being a really like being one of the better wrestlers out of the horsewomen.
Damn scared to me.
I feel like Io carried most of this match.
What?
They did a lot of I feel like Io might have carried this match a little bit, man. I don't know. It's been a long day. It's kind of fading out of my memory right now, so I could be wrong. But there was just a lot of like Io did a lot of the wrestling. Bayley was bringing back she did Bayley to belly. That didn't work though. And then I don't know if you missed this part or not when she tried to go for what's her new move called, the Rose Plant.
Yeah, okay. So I was about to get to that because I was down there for that. And when I got back down, Io had hit her second moonsault according to Q-Flow, and then Bayley kicked out. And then so she was all surprised.
When she went for the first moonsault, Bayley threw the knees up.
Yeah, so she went through that and kicked out. So then now she was completely, didn't know what's going on. So she goes back up to beat Bayley. Bayley kind of fights off and hits a Rose Plant, but Io does a handstand out of the Rose Plant. And everybody popped for that. I was like, oh, that's impressive. That's impressive. And and they go back, and then she hits like a knocks Bailey down, hits a middle rope moonsault, and he tries to go for another top rope moonsault. And you got some interference going on over there?
Is that me? I don't think that's me.
I'm not sure. Okay.
We good. Yeah, we good now. Let's go.
And Bailey goes, knocks Io down. She hits her Macho Man style elbow from the top rope, and then she goes, hits a rose plan again where Io kind of excels, like falls right on her head, and then she wins the women's championship. So, big ups to Bailey. Finally wins at Mania in a singles match. I was so happy for Bailey. Like, one, I got Bailey in my fantasy, but it didn't matter because I was so happy for Bailey. She won the Royal Rumble. She won the Women's Championship. Like, she's been Women's Champion before, but like, she's always the bridesmaid, never the bride. She's always holding the purses while all the girls are going to the club. Like, no, it's about time for Bailey. Like, yo, I'm going to the club and I'm going in as a bride. Like, that's what we're doing. We bringing all the gold over here too. It's well needed and well deserved for Bailey for all the things that she has done. And I'm so glad that she was able to get that chance. And from what I've seen, I got to go back and watch it again. But from what I've seen, that was a really, really strong, really, really good matchup. Alright. Listen, y'all. Everybody that's out there right now, everybody that's in the live chat right now, everybody, I'm talking about Q-Flow, I'm talking about Prime Time, I'm talking to y'all right now. I need y'all to wake y'all ass up. Wake y'all ass up. It's 1:30 in the morning.
It's time. We about to get to it.
I know y'all tired. I know people in the chat tired. Everybody out in their motherfucking mom is doing live streams out there, and y'all came here to join with me, and everybody's up late. But what I need y'all to do is wake the fuck up. Alright? Because it's the main event time. Ain't nothing y'all gotta do right now more important than talk about this motherfucking Cody match. So I want y'all to get up off y'all ass, wake up, join the chat right now. I'm saying it because we about to talk about the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship match. The main event, the last fucking match on WrestleMania Night 2, on WrestleMania period. WrestleMania 40 is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Bloodline rules. That means anything the Tribal Chief say. Anything the Tribal Chief say is game. So we already knew it was going to be an overbooked thing. We already knew that. So when they already hyped it all, because I didn't even mention Meek in the beginning, which I should have did. My bad to Meek Mill, because he definitely performed the new Philly anthem, Dreams and Nightmares, in there, and they played during the video package. So I was like, yo, everybody's ready. The crowd woke up in Philly today, opposed to they did Saturday. They wasn't that cold. They were Team Cody today. It was lopsided when The Rock was out there, but when there ain't no Rock, no, ain't no problem. No Rock, no problem. So before we even get started on that, I'm just gonna make sure. So, I'm gonna reset for those out there. I'm resetting their call, but we're gonna keep on talking about this stuff. But yeah, guys, it is time to get up off your ass, and please, we got to talk about this. This is the most overbooked WrestleMania main event of all time. The most overbooked. Okay, and for those who don't know what the term overbooked means, you are talking about a match that has all these types of interference, stuff like that. And probably don't even focus on the competitors, but this is the most overbooked match in WrestleMania history, and I loved every second of it. Every second, I knew the shenanigans. Even Q4 was like, yo, I knew the shenanigans was happening. Just tell me when. And so, is y'all ready? I'm asking y'all, is y'all ready? Okay, Q-Flow's back. So, Q-Flow, is you ready?
I'm ready.
So, we get the video package. Cody comes out. He takes the Cody Vader. up as he has like there's this post-apocalyptic or desert on the screens with the Cody symbol waving on a flag, like he's been in war, but it's still not out the semblance of that. And he comes up in the Cody Vader. He has what kind of mask was that he was wearing? Do you know?
So at first, I thought it was a remix of Triple H's the King of Kings.
Yeah.
You know how he had the skull mask, and like he came out with Sasha, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss as the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a remix to that, like a tribute to that. But no, it was just a skull with a crown on his head.
Yeah, he comes up. And I like the way the camera shot this thing. And he comes up, and then coming out the smoke right behind him is, boy, that black woman will hold you down, will she not? Will she not? Brandy come out there. Who told this dizzy bitch ass dude that he can come out here and talk about my man out there talking to The Rock? No, she didn't really say that though. But she came out there, and he takes the mask off, gives it to her, and kisses her, and she says, "Hey, go out there and finish that story." I said, it's over. I already know Cody winning. I just want to know how he about to win. After that, you don't bring your wife on with you and you losing. I'm sorry out there. That's just not what's popping. That's not what's going to be popping. So he goes out there. He goes down and he gives his weight belt to a special kid in the. And I say special. I don't mean like that. But I'm just saying. But a kid in the audience, and he really enjoyed that. He goes over and gives a hug to his mama and his father-in-law that was there. Otis something as his name is. He has one of them real guttural country names. You know what I'm saying, Keefla? So
Southern.
You know what I'm saying? Southern. Like, what I'm saying? Just eat neck bones and eggs for breakfast. That kind of Southern. Cody's in the ring. Got got the gold Eagles on there and everything. Then they get a choir or orchestra or like one along the lines of the orchestra to start harmonizing and playing the violins and doing it all across the stage for Roman Reigns. I thought it was actually pretty nice. And Roman Reigns comes out regularly. He don't have no new attire on. He said, "Yo, I'm putting the same shit on I had yesterday. We not changing. Like, what you talking about?" Comes down to the ring, and you can tell Cody's the favorite right now. All that shit from WrestleMania Saturday, nah. We ain't there. Cody's the favorite. You still have your Roman fans in there, but I'm saying, but Cody had more support tonight than he did on Saturday. Samantha Irvin, who by the way is excellent for doing this the whole weekend. She and is great. She's great at her job. They start off and they start testing the waters a little bit. Sparing off, trying to get the upper hand on each other. And I was like, as soon as they see it, I was like, this match is going to go for a little bit. Cody goes outside. It's Bloodline rules, so he goes outside to go get the table, and then Roman hits him with a drive-by drop kick, and then Roman, being the heel that he is, takes the table and slides right back on the table. Now, peep this. My son and Q-Flow, when they was watching, they seen somebody underneath the table. I mean, underneath the ring.
Under the ring.
Under the ring. I don't know who they thought it was. If it was extra Samoan or something like that, how it was going to be. We didn't know how it was going to be, but they was underneath the ring. And I was like, okay, I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. Let's start shenanigans, please. So no, the fight goes out into the crowd, and it's Bloodline rules, so that doesn't matter. Because as Cody is he gets hit with a kendo stick by Roman. Roman at one point hits the crossroads on Cody Rhodes. He goes for the pin, and then you can hear him on the camera. He says, "Yo, that move is ass." that move is weak. That move ain't pinning nobody. That move is straight ass. I found that hilarious. Now you was up there at the bathroom when the time when this happened, Q Flow. So you didn't hear that part yet. So now they go out to the crowd. They fight to the crowd like Roman, like Seth and The Rock did last night, and they got this. It's this little like big covered equipment box or table, whatever it was. Roman trying to toss Cody off that platform, but then Cody hits a suplex to Roman on there. Then they go back over to the ring. So we go more match back and forth. Cody does break free, and he finally hits a insecurity, the springboard insecurity. Then he goes for the Cody cutter, hits that, pins, and then so we got the near falls. And then now, since Roman says you're going to use my move, Cody said you're going to use my move, the crossroads, I'm going to use your move, the spear. He does that on Roman, and then Roman kicks out. So as the match is going on, Cody finally is going to hit Roman. He hits him with the crossroads, but he hangs on. And as he's about to go for the second, he goes for the second one. He hangs on. And as he's going for the third one, who comes out? It's Jimmy Uso. No yeet. Is out there, gives super kick to Cody Rhodes. And guess what? It's Bloodline rules. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Right? That's what happened. Well, as he's beating down, as they're both, beating down Cody, then also you hear the fans chanting, yeet, 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 yeet. So then they hit it, and then Jey Uso comes out. So then Jey Uso and Jimmy are fighting on the stage. This is the WrestleMania stage here. WrestleMania stages are naturally a little bit higher than Raw, SmackDown stages are. And he hits Jey Uso, runs at Jimmy Uso, and spears him off the stage through the table. Like Jay came down on his head. Because I know it's a little bit
match.
Huh?
They had a better match tonight.
Yeah, that one spot gave them a better match than what was yesterday. So that takes out Jimmy. So then now Cody is back on the attack, and they have a little bit more back and forth in near falls. And then Cody has to go for the crossroads again. But then Umaga comes out. Umaga gives a Samoan spike to Cody Rhodes, and Roman pins him. Cody kicks out. Can't believe it. No, not under my watch. So then he picks up. He says, "Come on, finish him. He can't finish the story." And Roman's just like, I know. It's kind of like, talking to annoying kids, stuff like that. They be like, "Come on, do this." He be like, I know already. You better just leave me the fuck alone. So they go for another spear and Samoan spike combination. I thought Cody was gonna reverse it. They hit it. They've ended people with that move. Not Cody. Cody kicks out. And now, so I was like, what do I need to do? So he goes, and it's just like going for like another one. But then Cena's music hits. John Cena, because remember, Solo was the one that give John Cena the business. Well, John Cena, he ran his old ass down there, like, no. Y'all not about to come in here and mess anything up for Cody. And he just goes and starts beating up Solo Sikoa on the outside. Clears the Spanish announce table. Well, first of all, he comes in there and gives the Beast of Solo, and then he gives Roman attitude adjustment. And then he goes to the outside and gives Solo attitude adjustment through the table. As he does that, you know who comes out after that, Q-Flow?
Tell him who comes out.
My man came out, the final boss.
The final boss
came out with the all white on, because we know urban youths love all white. The messing from a different word. That's what it is. Love all white. That man came out there and looked like something from Held Up in Harlem. Because when you and my son was watching, he said, "Yo, he likes something from a black exploitation movie." I said, "He kind of do with that Elvis collar also." I was like, "Come on, Rock." When the Rock came out there and all white, like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" He just started throwing f bombs, and then he goes into the ring and stares down Cena. And we already know how that happened at WrestleMania 28, 29. The last real match The Rock had at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 29. And we know how that turned out. So it's just The Rock and Cena staring each other down like we reliving this right now. And then Cena like, "Yo, fuck it." But goes for a swing. Rock picks up rock bottom. The final boss, rock bottom, John Cena. Now, he looking at Cody. He picked up the Mama Rose belt. Take that door off. He's like, "I'm going to whoop the ball right in front of you." And so we watching. We like, yo, it got to be Stone Cold. We got to hit that glass break. Rock, Stone Cold. We going to all the rivalries, and we got to do this. But no, we don't get that. So you probably thinking, what do we get? We don't get that. We get the gong. The gong, and it goes dark, and then when the lights come back on, it's the fucking Undertaker. Undertaker's there, The Rock looks shocked like, "Oh my God," and then the Undertaker goes to choke slam The Rock. When I tell you The Rock could barely almost get off the ground, it wasn't Hogan Judgment Day. He got a choke slam off. But the reason why I say this is because if anybody remembers The Rock and Undertaker matches from like any time in their career, especially like 99, every time the Undertaker would choke slam The Rock would get some air. That was himself. The Rock barely got in the air compared to what The Rock used to do on the choke slam. But Undertaker choke slams The Rock, and then the lights go back on, Undertaker's gone, and so is The Rock. Which leaves Cody and Roman in the matchup. And
we skipped something.
Huh?
We skipped something.
What do we skip?
Because before Undertaker came out, Cena got choke slammed, and what do we hear? Hotel.
Oh, damn! You're right. I'm sorry. We forgot a part.
It wrong. It's late, y'all. Forgive me.
No, but you're right. You forgot a part because you're right. Cena does get taken down, and then Roman has the chair, and then we hear the old Shield music, and everybody, he gets taken out by the rock bottom, and then we hear the Shield music because he gets taken out by the Rock, and the Rock's looking all over the crowd like, "Hey, where's he at? Where's he coming from?" And we don't know what end of the crowd coming up, but he's coming down from the hard cam side, so we can't see him on television. We could probably see him if you were there. He starts coming down. Seth Rollins got the whole Shield gear on. But he's a fucking geek, bro, because what happens is he goes in there and out of nowhere, Roman just Superman punched the shit out of him and it clean and walk right off. Like, he come in the ring to hit the Rock, Superman punch, and he's down. It looks like a fucking joke. It looks like a joke. And as he's laid out, the Rock is telling Roman, no, I'm sorry. Now that's when Undertaker comes out.
That's when Undertaker comes out.
Undertaker choke slams the Rock, and then so now they're out the ring. So then Roman comes back in the ring. He picks up a chair, and he's about to go destroy Cody with this chair. But then you look over at Seth, and he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna get my revenge.
Never got that lick back."
Yeah, I never got that back. And Seth gets up, and then Roman cracks him in the back with a chair, and Seth sells it just like Roman did all them years ago in 2014. That was 10 years ago. 10-year callback. When he falls down the bottom rope, and now Roman got his lick back, but then he ain't paying attention to Cody, because Cody attacks Roman one crossroads. Nope. He holding on. Second crossroads. Nope. Holding on. He has never hit a third on Roman Reigns until now. He hits the third crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes finishes the fucking story. After all them years, he finally finishes the story. Bruh. We all jumped for cheer for that one. We all jumped excitement for that one. The reign of Roman Reigns is over. It's over. The face of the new era is now Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. And on the outside, you see The Rock trying to console Roman Reigns. And I thought The Rock wasn't going to be done. He was going to be pissed trying to take the title off of him. And then we wanted to probably get some more stuff. But no, because who comes out? We got LA Knight. We got Jimmy Uso. Hell no. We got Jay Uso, excuse me. And CM Punk comes back out also. And I'm trying to think of everybody that was out there. Because they did the whole WrestleMania 10 when Bret Hart won the championship. And they hoisted Bret Hart up on their shoulders. That's what they did for Cody tonight. Brandy came back out. His mother came in there, and he presented her with the championship. So it was a very touching moment, especially because Dusty is not here. That's what he wanted to give it to. Well, he gives it to his mom, and his father-in-law was there as well, cheering him on. And everybody was in the ring just celebrating with Cody Rhodes. It was a really beautiful moment to see Cody. If Randy Orton came out there, Sami Zayn was out there. John Cena got back into the ring, so it was just it was a lot, man. It was just almost chef's kiss perfect. And then he wasn't done because he said, "No, give me that mic." And he said, "I want to thank the two people that was in the back that really helped me with it. That was Bruce Pritchard. Well, Bruce Pritchard got booed because we all know he's like Bruce Pritchard is a whole yes man, a Vince McMahon, and Triple H. He don't want me to come out there, but he called Triple H to bring his ass down there. And when he got down there, he hugged Triple H because came a long way. He could have just said, "Fuck that." I remember when he broke my throne. So no, I ain't gonna do that. He didn't do that though. He goes and shakes everybody's hand at the commentary, gives Michael Cole a hug, and it was just a beautiful sight to see. And then they give him the ring, and he's just going around celebrating. There's no Stone Cold, and I'm not mad there was no Stone Cold because if he said no, he said no. But I wasn't expecting the Undertaker. I was expecting Cena all up and down. I was expecting Cena, but I wasn't expecting The Undertaker. But they had just some overbooked mayhem. Q-Flow, how were you good with the shenanigans, my brother?
Yeah, I was here for all of it. Final night, you in Philly, you know what I mean? Just go all out, man. Go all out. It's the Triple H era. Go all out, man.
Which also I'm saying here right now, it was a tale of two nights. I think in this show, for WrestleMania 40, go to the books, I think night 2 was better than night 1.
Yeah.
The streak of night 1 being the better night has come. It's fitting. It's over right here at WrestleMania 40. So I think night 2 was better. The crowd, first of all, the weather was better. The crowd was into it. We got an overbooked main event, which is dope. We got decent matches from AJ Styles and LA Knight, Bayley and Io Sky. The triple threat match was a banger. And even opening matchup with Drew and Seth to lead to Senior Money in the Bank. All that great stuff, man. It was... They did a thing on night 2, and I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Yeah, I know what's out here. I know it was like I had to do both night 1, night 2. Cause I was like, I'm not going to just do this live now and then talk about night 1 tomorrow. It's just out of order. Just put it all in fucking one. So we are doing that. Thank you guys for out there hanging out with me at almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I know we about to shut this stuff down, and I'm looking at some live tweets, live comments right now. Yeah, I agree. I wish Dusty could have been down there to get this, but I wonder what's going on with the bloodline now. Obviously, we know The Rock will go off and do his thing, but I think it's going to be The Rock and Roman for next year at Mania, wherever that's going to be at. So,
Mm-hmm.
something to look forward to. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Overall. Now, Q, now we're here. Overall, what would you give Mania? From night one and night two, they combined everything. How would you
Combined
rate this event?
everything. I'm rating this event 2 thumbs up. All right. We finally went to Mania. I'm not docking points just because night 2 was better. I don't care. The experience was dope. The weekend was dope. I had a lot of fun. We checked something off the checklist. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up.
I agree. It gets overall gets a thumbs up for me. I'm not like I said. The experience was great. I had a very fun time just being able to be at Mania. And yes, it was cold. And yes, it was a lot. But I'm just saying, it's that atmosphere at a WrestleMania. Because look, I'm telling y'all right now, with the way our lives are set up, I don't have the funds to travel to WrestleMania. Like I said, if it ever comes back like to New York or something like that, then sure, I can always make a plan for it. But I have never traveled to a WrestleMania, and you gotta have some committed people to do that kind of traveling with. So when it came here to Philly, I was like, I knew that there was no missing it, because I'm telling you right now, these Northeast WrestleManias with the weather and stuff like that, and us having an open dome, I think they're kind of gonna look into that and to see if they can do more indoor or go over more West Coast, or even wait later into April when the weather has to break. You know what I'm saying? So I already know that we had to go because it was Philly. So that experience was wonderful, and I would do it all over. I would do the whole weekend over again, because right now, as I'm recording this to you guys, I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over. Yeah, yes, we got Raw tomorrow, but it's like, the experience of going down to WWE World, to going to Wale Mania, to going to WrestleMania, just be able to experience all that. Yeah. Yeah, we really enjoyed WrestleMania. We really did. I'm also looking out here. I don't think I was looking at one of the comments that's out here in the live chat. I don't think that's not Cody's mom's husband. That's his father-in-law. That's Brandy's daddy. If you talk about that black guy that was next to her. So now, if she got somebody new that I don't know, then be free to share that with me. But if you talk about the guy that was at the oldest, that's Brandy's daddy. So, but yeah, no. We enjoyed it. I just hate to see it go, and it's just like after today, it's like it was really going to go. So, for those out there, that was our WrestleMania review. 2 thumbs up from me as well. Night 2 was a little bit was better than night 1, but the experience still of what we got to see, stuff that I got to record it, we will never get that again. It took 25 years for him to come back to Philly. It may take another 25 years, and I'll be honest with you, Lord willing, live to see another 25 years. I'll be in my 60s. I'm not forcing somebody to go to no WrestleMania in my 60s. I don't even know what WrestleMania going to look like by that time. Say what?
I said, shit.
Yeah, shit. First of all,
still going.
You say you still going?
I said, we still going.
We still go, man. Please. I have a better chance of trying to get to plan on something like, if they go to Vegas, like, hey, we could make a trip, go to Vegas to that WrestleMania to do something like that. But other than that, I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be a while before they come back to Philly, if they ever do come back to Philly for WrestleMania. So we just had to fucking go and had to fucking be there, and it was a great night. So guys, post down also how you guys felt about WrestleMania. We are on the podcast, which please forgive us that our podcasts have not been consistent over the past couple of weeks, but we're gonna talk to you about the other WrestleMania things that happened, like NXT Takeover and the Bray Wyatt documentary. Hopefully, we still got to see it, and then also the Hall of Fame. We want to talk about the Hall of Fame also. We usually review the Hall of Fame, so we talk about that. So you guys can stay tuned and look for that. But we about to end the stream right now. We already went long enough. We already went over 2 hours, and I really appreciate you guys who was out there just rocking with me for these 2 hours. I know it's hard. I appreciate Q4 out there trying. I know he's fading fast because he's out there. I think Primark faded on me and stuff like that, but it's cool. I'm here with the energy because once this thing shuts down, my energy's going to stop too. So that's just the way it's going to be. So I appreciate you guys out there. Stay tuned for that podcast. I'm going to try to get out to you guys tomorrow or Tuesday. Talk about the rest of WrestleMania weekend and talk about our experiences and who we met and stuff like that. Throw some shorts up there of us walking into Mania and stuff that we see in WWE World. You know, there's all that great stuff. So stay tuned for all that week of how we enjoyed our WrestleMania week. Even I was vlogging and all that other stuff. So once again, this is NC and the place to be. Show staying the man, the myth, the reality, the revolutionary freshman Flow.
All right, man. Y'all be good.
Be good, stay cool, stay safe. Also, not Deion Sanders at prime time. I know he's not here at the moment, but yes, make sure y'all, shout out to him. Thank God we got to experience WrestleMania. It was a fun weekend, and I'm so glad. I'm so upset that I got to see it go. But we out here. Stay tuned for all the other stuff like that, and peace, guys. Be safe out there.